I'm registered psychotherapist practicing in Ontario, and I'm trying to share some videos that might help you to achieve your goals. And I'm researching lives of some successful people and trying to find strategies that help them, that carried them towards success despite challenges, despite stress. And I enjoy using acceptance and commitment therapy and solution-focused brief therapy diamond approach during counseling people, and also while researching and speaking, I'm trying to use these strategies. And in this video, I'm going to use strategies from solution-focused brief therapy approach, and I'm trying to integrate these tips into my speech. Solution-focused brief therapy diamond approach is based on hope, and it more focuses on possibilities and solutions, and it accepts a person capable and believes that everyone have their own resources, strengths, and whatever they need in order to achieve their goals. And by asking different questions, we are helping our clients to remind them of their resilience, capabilities, skills that they already have. And I will be trying to use these strategies in my speech, and will try to help you to focus on your goals and to achieve your goals, and to stay concentrated, motivated on your work despite challenges and stress you might have in your workplace. So oftentimes we might feel anxious, exhausted, frustrated in the workplaces, or while we are trying to achieve certain goals, and we might be distracted by uncertainties, economical, political challenges. However, there are people who are able and capable and successful, and they are reaching their peak of their career even during challenging times. And it's interesting how they are coping, what they are doing differently than other people who feel stuck and unmotivated. And oftentimes the problem is that we are staying focused on what goes wrong, what's wrong, or we are staying focused on challenges, whereas we don't consider possibilities. So for instance, you might feel frustrated, overwhelmed, stuck, and we oftentimes forget to think what we would like to have instead. For instance, if you are not feeling stuck, anxious, worried, depressed, what you would like to experience instead, which feelings you would like to feel instead. And if we are able to picture or to describe what kind of change we want to see, it's easier to focus on our goals. For instance, maybe there are many challenges in your workplace. Maybe you are having some critiques. Maybe there are some upsetting events. And if you were not consumed, like fused with these feelings and thoughts or challenges, what you would like to focus your own attention on. And for instance, if you want to stay calm during these challenging moments, if you want to stay energized, focused on your goals, if you would like to stay connected or present at that moment, what would be different in your life? What difference it can create if you could be more present in your interactions, if you could be more present, focused on your work. And of course we accept that there are certain things that we cannot change, we cannot control. However, when we stay focused just on things that cause problems, just on the setbacks, it's more difficult to notice what's possible. It's more difficult to stay positive or to find things that we can change. Therefore, trying to describe change that we want to achieve can be useful and helpful, and asking yourself questions that might help you to describe the change that you want to see can also help you to take some action in the future. Because if you are able to describe a change that you want to see within yourself in details, then it becomes easier to take some steps towards your goals in real life. Because when you are experiencing positive emotions, when you are speaking about the goals that you want to achieve, you are forming a kind of background for that change to happen. And your mind starts to focus on possibilities, on opportunities, on what's possible rather than staying stuck in problems. So after answering this question of best hopes, like if you were not anxious, depressed, fatigued, or whatever you are experiencing at that moment, if you were not feeling stuck, what you would like to feel instead? So maybe you want peace, maybe you would like to feel peace, or maybe you would like to feel motivated, maybe you would like to feel focused. So do you recall any times when you were able to stay concentrated, focused, motivated, energized, calm in the past? And what helped you to stay calm, motivated? What was there about you that helped you to achieve these goals? And which strategies, which skills you were using during those times to stay calm, to stay energized? And what did you notice was different? What impact this calmness, motivation, or focus provided for you at that time? What difference that outcome helped you to achieve as a result? For instance, how your interactions, communication was different, how your relationships were different, how did it impact your career, your education, and everything? And what exactly helped you to achieve that sense of calmness, feelings of focused concentration? Maybe you were staying more patient, maybe you were positive, maybe you were using different strategies. And imagine if this sense of patience, calmness was present today in your life. What kind of change it can create in your life? What would be different in your relationship, communication, the way you are approaching stress? And what might be possible, for instance, if you could stay calm and focused on your work, or if you could take small steps despite this chaos or stress in your work? What difference would it make for you in 1 week, in 1 month, in 1 year? And if you could take small steps despite challenges, despite chaos, what would it mean about you? And where did you learn this resilience, this capability to stay resilient, to stay calm, motivated, concentrated during challenging times? And who taught you this? From whom did you learn it? And if that person could see you from a distance, that you are already achieving this desired outcome that you want to see in yourself, what difference would it make for them, and how you would feel? How you would feel when you are observing this person, that seeing that you are achieving this desired outcome. So in therapy also we are asking this kind of questions to help the person to increase their awareness and to find new perspectives, new insights on how they can achieve their goals. And we are helping the people to rediscover their strengths that they forgot, that might help them to carry them towards their goals and the outcome that they want to see within themselves. And also noticing which strengths and skills they had in the past can help them to realize that these characteristics, features have never disappeared. They are somewhere inside of them, and it's always possible to awaken these skills, characteristics that they have, and activating them, using them in their current challenges might help them to give some insights on how to cope with challenges and how to stay hopeful and how to take steps towards the outcomes they want to see within themselves. And when we look at lives and stories of successful people, oftentimes we notice that what they were doing differently is that they decided to take small steps that they can take during challenging times, and what was one of the factors that carried them towards success. For instance, if we look at the life of Abdul Kalam, a famous person who was born in India, and He repeatedly tried to launch rockets, and he was interested and researching about the space, and he tried so hard, but he failed many times, and he experienced a lot of challenges, financial challenges. He lacked resources, and he faced a lot of criticism and pressure from community. People didn't believe that he would succeed, and he had enormous stress, but he decided not to focus on setbacks or on negativities, but in his interviews he was telling that each time when he had difficulties, he chose to ask himself what I can do next to achieve my goal, and taking small steps created a huge difference in a long run, and he was able to inspire millions of students, and he contributed to research in his area, and he finally was able to launch, contributed to launching different vehicles into space, and as a result of it he contributed to science in his field, and his country was able to improve communication and weather forecasting, and there were a lot of different positive impacts of his works on overall his community's well-being, and as a result he became a famous and successful researcher in his field. But all of this will not be possible if he would prefer to stay stuck on problems or on limitations. So each time when our minds will be telling us that this is not possible, that there are too many problems, or we would hear a lot of critiques, or we will have challenges, it's always up to us whether we focus on things that we can feel grateful, whether we can focus on hope and what can be done during these challenging times, or we can choose to focus on problems and to stay stuck there. All of us will have difficulties and chaos and challenging times in our lives. However, when we look at lives of successful people, those who succeed are generally the ones who focus on what can be done, what can be changed, and what are the next steps that can be taken in order achieving their desired outcome. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you have any further questions or you need more support, you are always welcome for psychotherapy, or you can leave your comments and questions here. I would be glad to support you and to contribute to your well-being.